Coming up this September 11th, we're rolling into our 10th year of war. And these 10 years of war has been fought with an all-volunteer military. And what that means is our military is substantially smaller than in previous conflicts our nation's fought, meaning that soldiers who served in the active duty or armed guard reserves, National Guard, have done continuous deployments back to back, with some deployments serving in combat zones anywhere in the range from 3 to 5 to 7 years. This is a significant amount of time to spend away from your families, but also that's a significant amount of time spent in a combat zone. Serving in situations like that will have physical effects and some effects that are not so visible, the mental scars of war. Last month, a Texas State student and Iraq War veteran, Zachary Ferguson, barricaded himself into his room and was discovered by the San Marcos SWAT force with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He took his own life. Hours prior to that, he called the Veterans Affairs Suicide Hotline, and they're the ones that notified our police department. The tragic thing about it was a week prior to him taking his own life, we were planning and having a mobile counseling center come here to San Marcos. This office is the last safety net for our veterans to get their benefits, to help get them counseling services as they need. And when Zachary Ferguson took his life, that was a gut shot here in our office, because that's what we're trying to prevent.
I deployed twice, once to clean up after the surge on Fallujah and then the surge on Ramadi. And then the second deployment was border patrol, basically, for terrorist activity on the Saudi and Pakistani border. It was a lot of it was just pretty nasty stuff. Taking contact, buddies getting shot, and kicking in doors.
I was in Iraq for 3, and then I went to Qatar for 1. I first got down here and I joined the VFW, one of the Army Guard guys. He had been having problems with setting up as far as like stress and trying to readjust everything because he had just gotten back. And he's like, you seem pretty well put together, and I just explained to him like what I've done to cope with life afterwards, and I told him, you got to talk. I was like, that's the #1 thing, so I gave him my number. You got to leave your pride at home. Only way to get better is to talk and to go out there and get the help. I mean, we all grew up with the mentality that we're tough warriors, but when you get back, you realize that that life goes on without the military, and you can't let what you had to experience tear you down. You gotta talk, you gotta get it out, and you gotta move forward.